Turn our attention now to the controversy surrounding the release of the 11 convicts in the Bilkis Bano case. Many people are asking this question as to whether or not this is how justice ends for a woman in India. This is what Bilkis Bano, who saw her 3-year-old daughter Saleha being murdered right in front of her eyes, had to say, along with 13 other members of a family who she lost. She said this after her tormentors had been released in the month of August this year. Her pain at feeling betrayed by the system was completely evident when she said that she feels completely suffocated and scared. But the level of betrayal seems to be now only getting deeper. Times now has accessed documents that actually show that one of the 11 convicts in this particular matter, who was serving life imprisonment, was actually charged with molestation while he was out on parole. In June 2020, Mitesh Chimanlal Bhatt faced an FIR for outraging the modesty of a woman, a case in which a charge sheet has also been filed and a trial is still underway. And despite this ongoing case, Bhatt had been allowed a further parole of 281 days. And a man accused of molestation has now been released after the Jail Advisory Committee had reported that his behavior in prison had been, quote, good, stop quote.
I think it is a shameful record in our history that women who fight for justice manage to get these criminals convicted, and after 14 years of them being in jail, they have been given parole. They have been released. Even when they were in prison for 14 years, they were out in parole for more than 3 years. So what punishment have we given to these people? So what kind of people are we releasing out there? What message is the Home Ministry sending to the women of this country? Every woman of this country is a locus, has locus in this particular case, because this will decide the destiny of our women and empowerment, justice, whatever the Prime Minister keeps talking about from the pulpit of the Red Fort.
Let me go across to Harish Nair, who brings us more updates about this. Harish, what's actually shocking is the fact that cumulatively each of these 11 convicts taken together have in fact spent more than 10,000 days outside of prison, either on parole or on furlough. This is all the 11 convicts taken together, and one of them, Mitesh Chimanlal Bhatt, even faced accusations of molestation in the year 2020. A charge sheet had also been filed, and yet the Jail Advisory Committee came to the conclusion that his conduct was good, which was the basis for his release.
Yes, that's right, Siddharth. More and more revelations coming out to the fore, and from the Gujarat Government affidavit and the latest, this is a letter opinion given by Meena, Superintendent of Police Dahod, to the Collector and District Magistrate Dahod. Meena was asked to give adequate opinion regarding premature release of convict Mitesh Chimanlal Bhatt, but now it turns out that he was an accused in a molestation. So in molestation case while he was on parole. So this information in fact raises question over the claim of the Gujarat government that one of the main reasons cited for granting them remission was the fact that they had in fact spent 14 years in jail. Not only that, but their conduct in the jail was good. So this information that one of the convict Mitesh Chimanlal Bhatt was an accused in a molestation case when he was out on parole, in fact raises question on that claim. Remember, not only this, there are several other information which is coming out, bringing into the question why how these 11 convicts in fact deserve to be left on remission. Remember, even the special judge had declined to sign the remission request. The special judge, in his opinion dated March 22, 2021, had declined to sign off the remission request, stressing that the crime was committed only because the victim belonged to a particular religion, and adding the crime committed against women and children in this case were the worst form of hate crime and crime against humanity. And not only this, Siddharth, even the CBI, the prosecuting agency, had opposed release, saying that offence committed by convict is heinous, grave and serious. Hence, the above accused cannot be released prematurely and no leniency be shown. So, one by one, several factors are tumbling out of the very same affidavit Gujarat government had submitted in the Supreme Court, and annexures of the affidavit bring out several shocking facts as to now brings in question these 11
Absolutely,
convicts.
Harish. Lots of questions, both for the state government as well as the centre, which also gave its stamp of approval to answer the next hearing in this matter is on the 29th of November. But that is not where the seeming travesty that Bilkis Bano had to undergo actually ends. The affidavit that has been submitted by the Gujarat government to the Supreme Court also details how the convicts who were serving the sentence for gruesome rapes and murders got repeated respite from the concerned authorities in the name of exercising their entitlement to parole as well as furlough. Now, 10 of the rapist murderers spent over 1,000 days out of jail each. That's almost 3 years on either parole or on furlough. So that, of course, is something that also needs to be questioned, and this is something that the opposition has also taken umbrage to. Let's listen to some of those reactions too.
It was a totally wrong and, you may say, parted decision. 11 people were accused and convicted of gang rape of Bilkis Bano by the Bilkis Bano, a woman in Gujarat. They were convicted, but the state government of Gujarat used its discretionary powers to release them. And it has been now found that the Ministry of Home Affairs had given clearance for this release. We totally condemn this.